What's going on, guys? You know who it is. It's your boy A-Ron, a.k.a. Turtle the Ascended. Welcome back to another episode of the technical topic. Oh, snap. Tank disappeared.
Ah, still.
Hey!
Oh.
I was like, what are y'all talking about? You can't see me, bro. I'm like, I'm right here. And I was like, oh wait, they can't hear me either.
I thought that was part of his intro. I was like, whoa.
No.
That's a neat
intro. Don't be heat.
Wait, have we started?
Yes.
Oh yes. Shit. Alright. Well, fuck it.
What the hell? I don't know.
I did have an intro.
I don't know if you planned this or...
No, I didn't.
Damn.
No.
That mug tragic.
Okay, then.
I guess I'll save it for next time, then.
I mean, you can just, like, exit and come back if you really wanted to.
Oh, I could. Oh, yeah, let me do that.
Actually,
hold on. I'm going to do this intro.
Oh.
I'm mad as hell. Well, before he comes through, we're going to introduce our technicians, and I guess wait on Tank to come by with his first reintroduction.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, what up, bitch?
Oh man.
Oh, so now we just getting ignorant.
What up, bitch?
The intros are getting more and more out of line, bro.
Man.
I got another one for next time.
Oh lord.
I'm gonna be a little different. Honestly.
Alright, who's next?
Ooh, wait. Yeet.
Oh,
This your boy Rod.
No. Alright. Come on, AJ, let's see.
That boy AJ just sit. AJ, you muted, fam.
I'm not muted. I'm being stupid.
He said.
What up, guys? Shadowfallz.
That boy was me.
See, after I got him with
what's going on, bro?
ignorant intros too. I hate all of y'all.
That's hilarious. Oh, that was a good one.
Alright, so last time we did our live technical topic on movies, and I do appreciate all of y'all that came through, watch, spam some
Boy,
comments.
that was a banger.
Mm-hmm.
That was a banger.
Max out like 10 views. That's not bad. Not bad considering.
But we can get that mug to like 30.
Yeah, but the 32 subscribers I have, we have them all. It'll be pretty good. So next time, tell two friends, and then
Put the link in the chat.
force them to tell two friends.
Mm-hmm.
He
Force
said,
Bro,
them.
I want to put them in a headlock, bro. Don't let them
Facts.
niggas breathe until they
I want you to hit him like I did in my intro. Like, boom, what up, bitch? Watch the goddamn stream.
Hit them with the uppercut of justice. They're gonna
cut it to the upper cover.
like he gonna get it. He gonna get it. So yeah, we're gonna keep it.
Hit him like my nigga Akihiko, bro.
Uh-oh.
Shout out Akihiko.
Yeah. Hit him like H did Quad with that. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Beat that dude up. Beat that dude up.
Oh yeah.
Back that video.
Boy.
I'm gonna drop some plans. I'm gonna do, of course, I had my first stream a few days ago. I did some Tekken, so I appreciate the homies that came out for that. I plan on doing some more streaming, obviously, and sometimes I might have one of these 4 guys or all of these 4 guys in them, so probably a little bit of low-level league. But yeah,
I wouldn't say low level.
Boy, ain't none of us diamond.
No, because you know what? We fight high level.
We do fight.
Might as well.
Yeah, the most random scenarios too. We fought diamonds and freaking ARAM.
We get diamonds and plats, and plat is is still considered low elo, but
yeah, I don't know why it's like only like 30+% of the population of League, but it's still low elo.
That's the thing. I'd say, you know what? People always want to talk about high elo and low elo, but listen, the majority of them clips and of them crazy hilarious plays be in low elo. They be in low elo. Some of them high elo. I can't say that none of them aren't. But the majority of them, that's low elo, fam, and the majority of the player base be in that low elo. So we a unique elo. That's how I live.
Unique.
We trash.
Shut up.
I just started 2 months ago, so yeah, I'm trash.
That's fair. Even so.
I don't care.
So this is episode number 9. My favorite
number 9. Mighty number 9.
There you go.
Don't talk about that.
That game sucks. I heard that game is trash.
Trash. That game is, as someone would say, gobblers.
Oh yeah.
Gobblers.
Go ahead and cover it with the can of doom. But all right. Today's subject is Square Enix.
What a freaking Square Enix! Oh my god! Don't do this again.
Square who?
Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Square Equinox.
What the?
Which
I expect that from H. But anyways,
Big facts.
I just want to see how long you're gonna do it.
I ain't gonna do it like that.
But yeah. So the first thing we're gonna start with is, well, obviously, what's your favorite Square Enix game?
I'm gonna be real with you, big dog.
You don't play Square Enix games, scrub.
Not true.
He said scrub. That mug came out with the heat.
You know what? Move on. Next person. Piss me off.
Well, I'm gonna go and say me.
Don't be like that, bro.
I'm gonna go and say me and AJ's Kingdom Hearts. Shoot, that's the sole reason why I started playing the PS.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix exclusively.
Which one? Oh, nasty.
AJ said Final Mix 2.
Yeah, I guess I
Final Mix exclusively.
My favorite was just the original Kingdom Hearts 2. I gotta say, but just the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole was the whole sole reason why I went to a PS2. A PS2.
That's fair. I would have to say, since it's on this list, I'm going to say it. Persona 5.
Ooh, nice.
Let me make
Persona 5 is on the Square Enix list?
Let me make sure. It may just been produced or help produce. I'm not absolutely certain.
Are we doing help produced and all that? I don't care. I guess it counts for me personally. I'm not sure.
I mean, if Square Enix was involved, I don't see why not. I just don't see him on here.
Let me see. Is Square Enix? That didn't answer my question. Yes, it did. Okay, no, that doesn't count. For some reason, Persona 4 was on that list, though. Let me see if they had a hand. Hold up, I might have to actually check this. Let me.
It says Persona 4 was developed and published by Atlas.
What
Don't make no mention of Square Enix.
Boy, I hate everything.
They may have just saw an anime game and was like, yep, Square Enix did that shit.
Ha ha. You're not wrong.
Well, I'm gonna say Nier Automata because that game is straight up on the website of Square Enix games. And that game is fucking amazing.
That is a Square Enix game. Nier Automata.
It might as well be. That's basically Square Enix.
Sleeping Dogs with Square Enix? Oh yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, they sure were. Bro, that's we don't want to talk about another GOAT game. We'll get there though.
Let me go to the actual website. That's gonna help a lot.
either way, there's been 1, 2, 3 Tank. Now that you won't be so rudely interrupted.
Oh, he
What
will.
is your favorite Square Enix game?
Which one? Oh, didn't we say Life is Strange?
Yeah,
Life
Life is Strange is
Strange?
one of them. Mm-hmm.
Life is Strange.
I'm not mad at that. That's pretty
That
cool.
game is emotional.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I first saw someone playing Life is Strange, I was like, man, this hoe is just weird. And then it got into like one of the scenes where, oh girl, somebody was on the top of that building. I was like,
Yo,
oh
yeah.
shit, okay,
That game. Woo! It's an experience.
Yeah, I still haven't watched all of just the first one, and then they came out with Life is Strange 2, and I still ain't watched that one either.
Yeah, Life is Strange 2. Have you ever heard of what's it called? Captain Spirit?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, okay. Well, Captain, it was supposed to be like a playable teaser for Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2 is supposed to be about like these two brothers, and one of the younger brother has like superpowers.
Nice.
And they had to like run away from their family and their home, and they like on the run.
Isn't the first one similar? Like the chick can like see the future or something?
Kinda.
More has to do with how she moves through time than her seeing the future.
Well, it's still like this. The main story is not hindered on that. It's hindered on the fact that she's this kid with a friend. It's a lot more character based of like how they act in high school, or like how they are with like their parents and stuff.
Gotcha.
But Life is Strange 2 is completely about like his powers, and he can't show any of his powers. It's like,
oh, nice.
But he uses them at weird times. It's crazy.
It sounds very interesting. Camera acting stupid, but it'll be okay.
Boy, you pixel.
Camera looks like a filter.
I seem fine on my screen outside of a few flickers here and there, which I'll have to figure out.
That is not good.
You look like a Final Fantasy VII character, and I mean like the PlayStation version.
Wow.
Not the PlayStation version.
Not the PlayStation.
Speaking of Final Fantasy,
they did do Last Remnant. That was a good game too.
Did everybody here play at least one Final Fantasy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite?
The only one I've ever played.
The only one I've played too.
I'm sorry. I've played more than one, so I'm gonna have to say Final Fantasy VII Remake. Easy.
Nice. I'm not mad.
If we're not counting the remake, then it would be Final Fantasy 15, because that's the only other one that I finished.
Same.
I've watched the original FF7 be played numerous times. I've never.
Aaron, you haven't played any of the other Final Fantasy games?
Hell
or you think that's the best one?
That's just the one I played.
See. So what have all y'all played?
Hold on, I'll put it to you like this. The Final Fantasy 15 has the Destiny problem. Like everything's not in the game. But if you put all of Final Fantasy like all together from all the split parts, then I honestly do think it is probably the best Final Fantasy. But because it's just like piece, it's like shot to the middle, damn near the bottom of most people's ladder when it comes to Final Fantasy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've only played 15. Well, if we count Dissidia, because that is Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Yeah, it's not
it's
you
not
counted.
That it's not what specifically we're talking about here. So.
Oh, gotcha.
I did also play the Dissidia games, and whenever I was a kid, I couldn't play RPGs. they had Kingdom Hearts was. Kingdom Hearts is an RPG, but it's not like turn-based. I couldn't play turn-based games. That's why
they were boring.
I couldn't
do it. Didn't have the patience.
I couldn't play that shit either.
They were boring as hell to me. I'm like, bro, I want to get in and fuck shit up. Like,
right.
I don't want to be waiting for turns. No, my enemy don't get a turn.
Man,
For real though, like the only turn-based game, and as you could probably agree with this too. The only turn-based game that I like is Pokemon. That's it. And I'm telling you, if Pokemon didn't have like the thought of what else could you find? Like, what are the Pokemon you about to go get? Like, what Pokemon is going on? And the TV show, I wouldn't have even bothered to. I said, fuck Pokemon.
Boy, if you don't get Mewtwo out of here, that nigga bad anyway.
Hey, hold up. No. Put some respect on the psychic
that nigga got a whole tail for a hitbox and Smash Ultimate, bro.
Hey, that nigga got mad buff, bro. Hold on. My ninja cold now.
Uh-oh.
Put some
Mewtwo
respect
and Smash. Remember, Mewtwo's and Smash, and then you got the Street Fighter, which segue into Dan Habib.
We're not
got him. Y'all thought we was talking about Square Enix.
Street Fighter. Some pre what's it called? That's before the show started. He were right there.
Hell yeah.
I was heat. I like
it.
Oh man.
Well, come on back to Final Fantasy.
My favorite Final Fantasy. I didn't have a chance to play. What's the one with Cloud in it?
7.
6, 7, 7. Yeah. 7. I had the game, but I didn't have a PlayStation. It was really real sad. So I didn't have a chance to play it when I was younger. But the first one I started out with was 10, and that's what somewhat segued me into turn-based RPG. What's happening?
I don't know. Take his
I had a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Is Cloud in any other Final Fantasy except for 7?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, not
he's
Final
in Kingdom
Fantasy.
Hearts.
He's in Kingdom Hearts.
He really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kingdom
I saw
Hearts
in
and Dissidia.
the latest. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's the only two. Kingdom Hearts and Dissidia.
I saw that. I thought something like Cloud was going to be in Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 3, where the villains look like Final Fantasy characters.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
He was conveniently him and the entire
Radiant Garden
squad were conveniently missing from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Freaking Aerith.
And then they did Remind, and you got to see everyone besides Cloud. Cloud is looking for Sephiroth again.
Yeah.
Yeah, them ninjas. Kingdom Hearts is basically Final Fantasy with Disney characters.
But we're going. That's another demon in itself, and we're gonna talk about that one later.
Big facts. Yeah, I got a lot to say on Kingdom Hearts. We didn't want to open that can of worms yet, bro. We didn't want to go there yet.
But yeah, man, 10, man, playing 10, bro. That just wee. I saw it saying turn-based and how just creative you can be, man. That just blew my mind. I just loved it ever since then. I love RPG, especially turn-based. You can just do so much in it because they give you so much freedom in those games to do whatever you want. And there's a lot of hours in those types of games, so that's why I like to play them for the most part. But yeah, that is
whole food.
Facts.
What the hell? Is that a Slowbro card? No, it's Lickitung.
Lickitung, yeah.
Damn. That nigga pixelated as soon as he pulled it up.
Gross. Yeah, his camera didn't know what to do when he held that card up.
He's like, I don't know what this is. It's missing number.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
Tank. 15, I guess.
Yep, 15. I haven't played a single Final Fantasy other than that.
You know why?
And I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool.
No.
It felt like I was in an open world of just monster hunting. And I just discovered so much hidden stuff in that game. I was like, bro, what? Like, there's whole ruins and stuff I just stumble upon. I'm like, yo, this game is a heat. And then I go in and it's like a big freaking, I don't know, a slug, snake, god monster. I bet. Run them things.
I feel like I know exactly what part you're talking about. It's like you go underground, and then there's like this big puzzle, whatever that you had to do. I think you had to move things around in there.
Yep, yeah. You had to fight things in a room, and then like you had to step on certain parts or something like that, and then you had to move with room. The room would move, and it would like you'd have to arrange the room around to fit like the path you needed to go on.
Yep.
Yeah,
and actually there was a glitch. There was a glitch with it because the room would move inside the other one, so it would just glitch out and never move again if you got it wrong.
Damn, that's tragic.
Tragic.
It is.
Unfortunately, I got that glitch.
You want to hear about a glitch, bro, or a freaking bad deal with a game? Speaking of Square Enix, the whole reason I haven't finished Nier Automata is because I was 10 hours in and my save data got corrupted.
Nah.
And so I straight up tried to load in. It would load into where I originally was, and then it would warp me immediately. Like it would go to a black screen and then warp me to like something I did like 2 hours ago. Like 2 hours in game ago. Then it would just freeze.
PS2 shit.
And so I deleted my whole file, and I haven't been able to get back to it.
That game is wonderful too.
Goodness gracious! Then all
That's...
these release from that movie.
What is Tech doing?
From Benjamin. 100,000 swordsmen, bro. Like that story. I needed my Bible.
Next.
That was real tragic. That's crazy.
That is, bro. That's
corrupted data, bro. You know the last time I seen the corrupt data?
The other day at Clubs.
What'd you say?
The other day, not I said Clubs. The other day at Jay's when y'all was messing with the PS2 save files.
Facts. I seen a little square corrupt data. Like that's crazy.
Not
boy.
too long ago.
But I'm talking about like that bug for real, just messing up. That's crazy. RIP. I would have to sell that game.
Yeah, it'd just had to have gone unfinished. Like I
mean, it is unfinished. I ain't picked it up since, bro.
Man,
I kind of restarted. I think I'm like 2 hours in, but I haven't picked it up.
Oh shoot, you better than me.
Cool.
Tank would broke that bug.
Corrupted and trash. Like that. Trash.
Oh
no,
my
points.
Nah, bro. Worst things have happened to me, unfortunately, with games. So just a little bit of corrupted data. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just get to the game whenever I was gonna get to it.
Oh man, God, you remember freaking whatchamacallit, memory cards on PlayStation 2?
Yeah, we dealt with those like a couple weeks ago.
Oh man,
ain't that right?
Oh,
but the GameCube memory cards are even worse. You so much as like look at them things wrong, and it's like data. The entire memory card must be reformatted.
Let me tell you why GameCube memory cards were so damn bad. They first of all they held like next to no data. Like first of all,
32 megabytes was one of the big ones.
You had
64, and then they came out with like 128 at some point. But then Wii came.
Well, if you had Smash on your memory card, you had access to maybe 1-2 more games. Because Smash took out the whole thing.
That's crazy.
Like it was bad.
Bro, can you believe they used to sell those memory cards as small as 4 megabytes? What game was fit on that 4 megabyte card, bro?
Fit on that shit nowadays. Not even the indie games would fit on that mug.
They geeking for that one.
Facts. But let's geek on to the best Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 2. Hell yeah.
So are we being like objective or like what are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this.
I'm
gonna put it like this. If you ask people what the best Final Fantasy is.
They're
Those that
gonna
have
say
played
7.
everything. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna say 7. So the question here is, where my sword? And tangle.
Oh, is that not what we wanted?
This is what happens when you let AJ
Just
let him
keep
go on
doing
camera.
I don't know what text it is.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Aaron voice.
I go air voice in the middle of it.
I'm up with heat.
Are we
But-
done?
I think so.
Okay.
But so we
Tell you about the
know
greatest.
we know most people would say 7 is the best Final Fantasy. But
Yeah.
Big facts.
why?
I don't know. I never played it.
For the most part, the videos that I've seen on it, since I'm not gonna play that hoe, not the old one anyway, is it's a lot of hours in that bitch, and I mean a lot of hours. First off, that bitch had 4 discs, if I'm correct. Is it 4 or 3?
I think it's 4.
3.
Is it 3?
3?
It had how many discs?
Yes, nigga. 3.
Oh yeah, we getting like Metal Gear Solid in this hoe, bro.
Yeah, like
Metal Gear
them
Solid.
Metal
hoes.
Gear
Four.
Solid.
More Metal Gear Solid had 4.
Metal Gear Solid had 2. On the PlayStation, it had 2.
No, I'm talking about like the newer one on PS3.
PS3 had 4
I think.
discs.
It was on one disc.
Was that one?
No, yeah, it was on one. It was a huge disc. It was one disc.
Let me see.
But
Maybe Metal Gear Solid.
MGS.
Metal. We getting off
4
topic, but I got
disc.
facts.
Hey, we got a fact check.
Big facts. You're not wrong.
Oh, I guess it. Well. Oh, it was just a 50 gig disc.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was a huge disc. It was a huge disc, but
I
it all
remember
fit on
now.
one disc.
It was because I think I'm getting confused because it literally had to sit there and preload every single chapter because there was so
That's-
much content on it.
That's crazy.
Like you were in
That's
a
good, though.
long ass loading screen, but in
What are you talking about? That
exchange-
game, what's it called? That game had cutscene and gameplay.
Okay.
No, it did. It straight up had cutscene and gameplay. There was no loading screens unless you skip some. I mean, the cutscenes were 2 hours long. They did all the loading inside of it. That game was a freaking movie, bro.
We way off.
That game was a
topic.
whole movie.
So,
Facts. But
rotate back. The game had 3 discs.
the game had 3 discs. How many hours is on them hoes? I'm not even gonna try to count.
28, 49.
Nasty. Way more than that. The
I was being
customization. Facts. The customization was crazy. The type of leveling up you could do was crazy. It was a lot of it's a lot of cheese in the game where you can level up a long time and get to the point where you can just start one-shotting things from the first level on up. What else? I mean, the storyline was real good. What else? It had cutscenes, and they was like 3D cutscenes, and in that time period for a PlayStation, boy, them graphics was golden. Them graphics was beautiful. But shoot, what else it had in it?
Dang.
What?
Final Fantasy 7 has an average of 60 hours worth of gameplay.
Yup.
60.
That's average. Like, we not talking about all the hidden dungeons that's in that mug, the ultimate weapons you're trying to get. Like, whoo. And then it's parts and shoes. Sometimes if you just couldn't beat beat a boss, you have to start all the way over. Yep. So you better form up, Playboy.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
But people loved it. I mean, that mug was
60
super
hours.
good.
Jesus.
Facts. I missed those days, boy.
I can barely play a
Shit.
game for 1 hour.
Facts. I'm talking. We talking about juice. Like
You know how
you sitting there engaged.
you know how willing I had to be to actually get into League when I found out the games take like 30 minutes. Hell no! What the fuck? I'm trying to steal my life,
You're not wrong.
They
man.
are.
For real.
But 60 plus hours. That's crazy. That's mad crazy.
That's ridiculous.
3 discs.
Ridiculous, man.
What about Cloud? Do y'all think Cloud is the best Final Fantasy Protag?
Nah.
Let's see.
He ain't shit compared to Noctis.
When you
Noctis was a bitch ass nigga and then grew up and it was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be a bitch ass nigga and take the motherfucking throne and be a real ass man. Then he was like, I bet. So you want to fuck with the throne? You're gonna have to fuck with me and my group. What's up then? Run them things.
if we going from just
And then
7,
he died.
And then he died for the throne and a bitch.
Facts.
I'm talking about all of them at H.
Yeah, all of them.
Mm.
Ooh, man.
Every single
I
FF.
unfortunately don't know
Relevant
enough
Noctis.
about the rest of the Protags. I mean, Squall is cool.
Mhm.
A
A lot of people
I'm
do
only
like
saying that from
Squall.
the perspective of
Which one was 10 H? I heard
10 was Titus. He was also in Kingdom Hearts as well.
Yep.
the Protags that I hear the most about or that I know of are Zidane,
Mhm.
Tidus, Squall,
Yep.
Cloud, and
Yep.
Noctis.
Yep.
Those are the ones I hear the most about.
I don't know
for the
about
most
any
part.
of them.
So as somebody who's
Noc-
played with
Noctis realer than Cloud. Fuck Cloud
actually
up.
there's one more.
Fuck Cloud.
Zach. The actual Cloud.
Zach. Oh yeah. People did like him. They
he had
really
more
wanted
personality. That's why.
Yeah, they really wanted him to be the main protag. In all honesty,
Yeah, fuck that other
but
nigga.
yeah, in all honesty, but niggas in 7 get bopped off quick.
Mhm.
They was
Cloud.
7 was not playing games.
Not at all. Straight up say,
So-
"Oh, you like that character, huh?" Yeah.
Yeah, dead. But man,
But I
you're
can't
not
cock it up.
wrong.
They gone now.
Zidane, Final Fantasy 5, I want to say maybe
Is that 5 or 6?
That was
one of those.
5 or 6. Yeah, he was the one with the spear, right?
What if I told y'all it was FF9?
Devil knives. Oh, Zidane. Oh, I'm thinking about Zidane. That's 9 then. I want to say.
Yeah, that's 9.
Yeah, that's 9. Yeah, a lot of people did like him. That one was a really good game too. Shoot. Protag wise, Cloud doesn't have any real. Man, he kind of bland, low key.
Hell yeah, ain't nothing to Noctis.
Like.
Dang, bro, this nigga keeps he didn't move the pop filter in front of his face, so you can't even see nothing.
Yeah.
You can't quote me because you can't see me.
Man,
What's up, man?
Cloud is just. I know, if anything, it'll probably be Squall, just because his story and his person. Leon, Squall.
Oh.
But his personality in his game was like.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
In this game, he was. A lot of people liked him a lot. He was really good. I know, Aaron. Don't you like Lightning?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lightning. Lightning's decently talked about too. From what I understand,
Lightning.
From what I played, Lightning is basically female Cloud.
Yep. I was about to say that too.
But
I said
her-
Yep,
Lightning
that's
is
what everyone
female
said. She was
Cloud.
female Cloud.
Her game is bad though.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 13 is notoriously like trashed on like consecutively.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
that is
crazy.
Yeah, no
but
one
I
liked
like
that whole-
Lightning.
And then it was broken up into 3 games. Like,
Facts.
Final Fantasy 13 too. Nigga, too many numbers. Stop.
The fact that they broke that up into 2 games, I don't think that was really
3
necessary. Oh, 3? I did say 2, didn't I?
They tried to recreate Final Fantasy VII low key.
Facts. Because I want to say when they started doing 2 games, I think Final Fantasy X was the first game to ever start doing 2 games. So like a part 2 of
Yeah,
the
Final Fantasy X, Final
storyline.
Fantasy X too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They was trying to jump off that ship with that one, but not a lot of games just sell like that. I don't even think 10-2 sell like that, but it was still a good game.
So tell us about Tidus.
Tidus? Oh man, that boy got all the juice. The reason why I liked him just so much is he starts off as a privileged, I don't even think he's white. We're gonna call him unknown because I don't know what race they are. They just look Caucasian. They do.
Caucasian,
Asian cars.
So they white cars.
Yeah,
What
facts.
color?
Car
He starts
that's
he
my
starts
name.
off real privileged, but throughout the storyline, he learns more and more about himself, and just the fact that he had went to a different world altogether to find out more about his father. He hated his father. He grown to love him in the end, and man, it was some deep storyline. And then he got the famous laugh, the ha 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 ha. They straight always clown him about that
Hate
one,
him
but
already. He sounded annoying.
oh yeah, nah, he's super annoying. Cause
So
that nigga is go balls deep and ask questions later.
So you wouldn't put him at the top?
Punch first,
Man,
ask questions while
Not
punching.
really. I'd probably put Squall at the top.
Why Squall though?
Man, man, that man he just got, well, first of all, he just looked clean. He always gotta look clean. And then just his personality and the story of his game was real good too. But yeah, man, I'll probably end up going with him just because I know a lot of more people like him than Cloud anyway.
Are you
He's usually
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That
You
boy
can look
said,
it up.
Are you sure about
People
that?
like Squall more than Cloud, but like Cloud's game is just so iconic. That's the
Mm-hmm. Like
so that's
Cloud's
why.
game, yeah.
Yeah, but no, people usually prefer Leon.
Big facts.
The cool Sasuke and then
I call him Leon. I meant Squall. He's only Leon in freaking Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts facts.
yeah.
And he only became Leon after his world. After he felt like he failed his world.
Facts.
That's the whole reason he went by. He abandoned Squall because he felt like he failed whenever his world went into darkness. So he went by Leon instead.
Ass.
I'm telling you, 7. I mean not 7, but 8. That mug got that heat. That nigga storyline is real fire.
He said it's fuego.
But
Big facts.
so do y'all think Squall? But do y'all think Squall is objectively the best protag, or is he just the one everybody likes the most?
For the most part, yeah. Oh, what you about to say, Tate?
Nah, nothing relevant. Go ahead, continue.
He's about to say something about Noctis again. You don't even like Noctis. Stop.
Just
stop,
because
I like Noctis. Noctis is real. All I'm saying is Noctis better than Cloud. That's all I'm saying.
nasty. Oh my God, Aaron, stop it. Just because for the first, like, you got 1 through 6, you can't really count those. Not too many. I mean, their characters are really good, but I mean, it really didn't start getting story based until Clouds, and then, well, that game was really just Cloud. I feel like Cloud game carries him more than the Protag himself because he's more of just
true.
He's just a more silent, cool. Not cool. He's more just an antisocial.
He's like Link.
He's a freaking weirdo.
If Cloud didn't say a word throughout the entire game, it wouldn't have mattered because he's just there to do things for the game
requirements.
I wouldn't say all that.
If he didn't talk, who fucking cares? It's not about him. It's about the
I
game.
wouldn't say all of that.
That
He
boy
goes through a
childish.
lot, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm
He
saying
goes through
is
a
Noctis
lot.
should have made it to
He does
Smash
go through
instead
a
of
lot.
Cloud.
Or
Just
Noctis
saying.
made it to Tekken.
Noctis isn't. He made it into the better game.
Hey,
Noctis
Hey,
made it into the
facts.
better game. Like, relax.
I love Smash, but man,
Tekken is
Just saying. This is coming from a former Smash 4
Hey.
competitor. So
Hey.
Noctis made it to the better game. He made it out clean.
hey, and Cloud is in Smash.
What does that tell you?
But yeah.
Ah! I think Jay, one of our friends, shout out to Jay. He was talking about it mostly. He said
And
Cloud's
Angela Patrasche,
game.
Julia.
Nasty. I'm not even gonna say nothing. But yeah, he was talking about it too. He said just Cloud's game just carries him a lot more than just the character itself. That's why a lot of people like him.
Yep. Facts.
Versus
Yeah,
Boy,
Squall
if you don't
being
take them goddamn shades off,
that mug.
My future's so bright, I need to wear shades.
boy, it's an eclipse of your future.
Oh man. But yeah, a lot of people do like Squall, just his character. So I'm not mad.
Squall is just such a better character than Cloud.
You don't even know. He's just saying that.
Hey, there you go. That's how you gotta be sometimes. Just sitting there, just
Sorry, not really.
So this is probably an obvious question
Mhm.
that I had. Well, it's a question with an obvious answer. But which do you think the Final Fantasy series or the Kingdom Hearts series is more popular?
Shit.
Because
I don't think that's
Wait,
obvious.
are we talking today?
I would, yeah, because I would say it would easily be
Today?
the Kingdom Hearts series.
I'd say
I'd say
Final Fantasy.
Like, because the reason I say Kingdom Hearts is because it has Disney characters, and
Fact.
people gravitate easily to Disney characters and say, "Let me
True.
go play this game." And it's got Final Fantasy characters in it as well, so it has like a smorgasbord of everything for the most part.
But well, first off, shout out to the fan base for Kingdom Hearts for hanging on for that Kingdom Hearts 3, man.
Man, I waited 15
God.
long years
No.
for a shit game.
That's
Well, actually, before we go further, let's do this.
I waited 15 long years for a shit game.
is it bad though?
We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna
We're
talk about
gonna
that
talk
later.
about it.
So,
But yeah, I'd say you know what? Never mind. Kingdom Hearts. I just thought about Cloud, and I immediately went to Kingdom Hearts.
he's in both
Yeah, there
games.
you go.
He's in
In
both.
those games too.
That's
yeah.
fine. It's not about him.
IMO, he looks cleaner.
Kingdom Hearts is more popular, but Final Fantasy is more iconic. That's the thing. Kingdom Hearts
I mean,
is more popular right now.
You wanna write that
but-
down
But he
to like frame that, put it on a shirt.
Yeah, bro. Kingdom
That's what
Hearts.
about.
Kingdom Hearts is more popular. Final
Oh.
Fantasy is more iconic. On the back. On the back.
That
Oh
mug
my
On
goodness.
down the back.
That's iconic. That's 2020.
You're not wrong.
That's 2020. That's 2020.
But let's say you went up to somebody and you mention Square Enix. What series do you think they're gonna mention first?
Final Fantasy.
They're probably
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't even play Final Fantasy games or Square Enix games that much, but Final Fantasy is what I know from
So-
Square Enix.
So we
Yeah.
would say that Final Fantasy better defines Square Enix as a company.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah, because
said
for
sure.
one, Square Enix was in real bad debt. they was actually going to go out of business until they made their first Final Fantasy. They was throwing in a slew of like horrible games, and they just wasn't working. And then they sat down, made a story-based RPG, which was Final Fantasy, the first one. Once that one got hot, it kind of just went on with the next 6 until they started making more and more story-based RPG and all that stuff.
They really did, bro. They did push out them games like it was Call of Duty and shit. Like, fuck it. 15, we're actually trying to make something.
I wouldn't say all that. I mean, they were quality games before that. Aside from 13.
But Tank Voice,
And
none of them had Noctis though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, none of them had Noctis, but listen, when Noctis was there, he already knew he was better than Cloud. I really don't have any problem with any character from Final Fantasy other than Cloud. The rest of them are top-notch characters. I guess I don't know
what
anything
you
about
got
them.
Cloud.
Oh, fuck Cloud.
This boy know his
I
name
can't.
only.
I can't.
I'm gonna fuck Cloud jerk.
I can't. The thing, and honestly, it's just because I don't know any of the Final Fantasy characters to hate them like Noctis. So the only one I do know is Cloud. So I can only hate Cloud. And plus, I've seen the gameplay and watched the full thing of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm like, Cloud is really just a whatever ass nigga. He's really just there to help. Other than that, if he didn't say a word, I wouldn't care. It's not about him talking. He doesn't have much character development, so who cares? Though Noctis Noctis is like, he's got whole servants ready to have him groom him to be the freaking king of it all. So he's like, I don't want to be the part of the throne. And he's like, oh shit, they attacking us. They attacking our home. My baby. Maybe I need to be the king. Let's go. What's up? I'm here now. What's up? Noctis is real. Noctis 2020.
Oh man, Noctis 2020.
Nasty.
Noctis 2020.
I'm gonna need a fuck
And he in
Cloud shirt.
Tekken. Real.
I need all that. Now, since we're still on Final Fantasy, here's an interesting question. Do you think the games as a whole would be better or worse or have any effect at all if they connected? Because I know that the Final Fantasy games do not have any actual connection to each other. Do you think they will make a difference if they're connected?
I think it would for some of the games. Like if 13 was connected to like 12 or something, or vice versa. Like, well, not vice versa, because people don't like 13. But if some of them was connected, yeah, like that would have been a better take on the franchise than just redoing it, because I know like that's the same thing for everybody. It's like, man, you gotta start playing the Final Fantasy game. Damn, man, I don't want to start from 1. And like, oh, they not connected. Like that is the same, man. I just don't want to start from 1. Like none of them connects. Like just pick one.
So you think it's an advantage that they're actually not connected? You can just play whichever one you want.
Yeah, I say nowadays they should try to do that, spice it up. Don't try to keep the same formula, because you're gonna run out of ideas. Just same with the Power Rangers. Like after a while, the motherfuckers just start just Ninja Storm, Ninja Steel.
Rewind, reflip, do it again, rehash. All that.
Yeah.
Instead of Dino Thunder, now it's Ultra Dino Thunder. Now it's Wild Thunder of the Ninja Storms. I'm like, okay.
You start running into shit like that.
No, I think it's better that they're all separate, because I mean, specifically, you don't feel like you have to go back and play any of the other ones to catch up or anything like that. And they get to tell an original story each time. They don't have to
great.
we don't have to have the freaking Naruto issue, which is, oh, this hoe is too freaking long, and we gotta retcon every single thing that we talked about in the first season so that we can have somewhere to go. So I think it's actually an advantage. Now, I mean, of course, I don't think that like breaking Final Fantasy 13 into multiple parts, I think that's okay. You can do that like every once in a while, but I feel like it's a good advantage. Idea. So I think with their next one, they should go. I mean, and it looks like they're doing it anyway because Final Fantasy VII Remake is being broken up into 3 parts, at least. So
I don't think it's a 16 even talked about right now. So
I doubt it.
No, because they doing they still on Final Fantasy VII doing its part 2. Then they're also working on the what's next for Kingdom Hearts. So no, they ain't talking about Final Fantasy.
They're about to release this Marvel Avengers game.
True.
So yeah,
which is the only thing I'm probably gonna play from Square Enix.
Have you played Tomb Raider?
No.
Nasty.
Oh,
why would I play the lesser Uncharted?
Hey, first off, you gonna hop off Tomb Raider?
Have you played Sleeping Dogs?
No.
Why not?
Oh,
I feel like you would really enjoy Sleeping Dogs, bro.
Sleeping Dogs, I saw was cool. I've watched somebody play it. It's pretty cool.
Have you ever played a game called Murder Souls of Suspect?
I have played half of that.
Well, you
never finished it because I fell asleep.
Oh,
damn. You fell asleep on what?
Murder Souls. It's a detective game. It's actually pretty good. I can't even deny it.
I was about to say that mug really heat Michelle play it. Like she's played half of it and she's forgot about it too. But that mug is really good. Like it was the opposite. Like I wasn't playing it, she was playing that mug, and like I'm gonna spoil it because y'all not gonna play that mug. But the dude is a detective, and he dies like at the beginning of the game, like on some Yu Yu Hakusho type shit. But like his soul,
match you know.
But yeah, his soul is like latched onto him or some weird shit like
his
that.
His soul is latched onto, I think, is like detective badge, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, and like Loki comes back to life.
Kinda.
And now he's like dealing with demons and killing humans and killing demons.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. Like, despite how I fell asleep through playing it, it's actually pretty cool. Like he realizes like his original death wasn't even like just a standard just case. It was actually like some ghost or something like that was like in the area, and they actually wanted him dead because he was going to eventually find out what was going on or something like that. Like it's actually crazy. It's actually nuts. And then you gotta do detective work in these houses of like the dead. Gotta talk to the spirits and be like, what happened here? Like,
so it's
that whole
huh?
So it's pretty cool, Tank.
It is. It actually is. It actually is.
I don't believe you.
I haven't beaten it yet, but it's kind of creepy sometimes.
You're not wrong.
Is it what?
I said yeah, but you fell asleep.
I did. I was it was in the middle of a long dialogue section. I was like,
that's probably the only horror game y'all gonna get Tank to play.
Tomorrow I'm streaming Resident Evil 7 because apparently Jerry says it's not a scary game, and literally the picture that when I downloaded it was a dark room with a dim lit door, and it's opened and there's just nothing but death behind the door, and I'm like, how is this not? Like, this just screams, get out.
Let me tell you why that plug is null. This mug is probably not going up till Sunday.
That's fine. Follow me at Evil BossByrd at twitch.tv/EvilBossByrd. That's twitch.tv/EvilBossByrd.
Plug.
That's the Twitch plug. We evil.
Twitch we evil. Hey, you know.
We good.
We good on you. That's why the lights on.
Big facts. I went and looked at this dude's YouTube, and I'm like, he got his webcam. I'm like, nigga, I can't even see you.
Yep.
He in a
Not
dark
supposed
room
to
wearing
see
black clothes. I can't even
If I got
see.
my webcam on, you better try to look at me. Other than that, I'm in the dark. Or pay me to have my light on. That's electricity.
Hey, bro, he said you gotta hit that purple follow button and then subscribe.
That's what you gotta do.
Yep.
If you want that light on, subscribe. If
Yep.
that light ain't on, then you ain't subscribed. That's the issues.
Follow
Facts.
Mewtwo right here. Follow him at
Also-
Beauty.
This is a podcast that's brought to you by water. Water.
So you
Drink
can't-
it.
What the?
Sun
Nigga,
kiss.
that's
Drink it.
That mug was heat.
Anyway,
I actually kind of mess with that we all got water whenever that happens. That's kind of
Yeah.
heat. I like that.
oh yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, I
No,
got
I gotta
to.
get it. I gotta get my yipes on, man. Get that water.
But yeah.
Thank God.
Anyway, I want to move to the topic. Unless Aaron had something else he wanted to move
Oh,
to.
go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to move to the one that we've been talking about. We gonna get to.
Oh wait.
Podcast.
Let me do 2 games real quick.
Okay, all right.
These are low key shout outs that they don't get enough love. Star Ocean to the End of Time is a fire.
Star Ocean is a Square Enix game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You set up. You about to talk. Here we go. Mode change.
Set up a line.
Yeah.
Star Ocean.
Yeah, it's on the
Valkyrie.
website. It's literally there. It's there.
Valkyrie Profile is one. If you played that, I think. Yep.
Tank has been enlightened.
Facts.
Bro, boy. I actually was about to think of getting this game.
Which one are you trying to get?
Which one was the one for PS4?
Oh, Last Hope.
I think it was the last hope.
Last Hope was fire, low key. Yeah,
First
the
Departure.
Last Hope. First Departure is the PSP one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the PSP one. But you might can you get
Oh,
that?
it says it's on PS4.
Oh, okay,
Might
that's
be
what I was
able to
gonna say.
download that one.
You could download it on PS4 now, but it started off as
Yeah, it was a PlayStation
PS.
4 one. Oh, you can get it on the Switch too.
Ooh, for real? I'm gonna have to
Dang.
fuck with that one. Last Departure I heard was fire. I mean, First Departure. Last Hope is really good. Now,
Yeah.
don't get the new one. That hoe is. Whew, Square Enix did us dirty when they redid that one.
Is it Poo Pagoda?
It's bad because it's a copy and paste of Star Ocean till the End of Time. And that hurt my soul so bad. And when I say it's a copy and paste, it's so bad they even got the music from that game and put it into that game. Like, yeah, the animations, the fighting style, the fighting moves, they switched some stuff up, but for the most part, that whole is a mean copy and paste. Bad job, Square Enix. You know better for that.
Edge for the karate chop he's known as.
And then the last one was Roddy Auto Story. Shout out. That game didn't get enough love. It was a real fun
Didn't you say that was
action
like one of your
game.
favorite games?
That is one of my favorite games when I had got the PS2. But after Kingdom Hearts, when I started playing that one, I looked on it, I put 249 hours into that game. Boy, that's actually more than that, because I beat it multiple times. So it was all 2 hours, 200 hours, 240 times 4. That was like about like 1,000 hours. Yeah, put 1,000 hours in that game for no reason. Just
Also,
because.
shout outs to the Nier games, Nier Replicant and Nier Automata. Extremely amazing games. There's going to be a remake of Replicant coming out here somewhat soon. I think like planned for next year, I believe. So,
Especially because Near Replicant has never been seen stateside.
yeah.
Ooh.
So go ahead and get ready for that because the mug is fire. And be warned because the story is extra lit and out of line.
Big facts.
Also, I'm gonna say shout outs to Tomb Raider. Because Tomb Raider is fire.
Tomb Raider is fire, bro. It's still on my computer. I need to play that game too.
Also, shout outs to Dragon Quest.
Also,
Even though I never
Cube
played
series.
that mug.
I never played that mug either.
There's only one
But it looked
Dragon
clean.
Quest related thing that I've ever played, and that is Hero and Smash.
Big facts. Big facts.
I'm not mad.
But also shout out to Deus Ex.
You said it's
The
another
latest one's
revolutionary
trash
game.
tier.
Yeah, that game was amazing. Lee
That shit
Trash.
was fucking ass.
Shout out to Last
Bro,
Remnant.
The latest Deus Ex is dirt.
Man.
You wanna know how I know it's dirt? PlayStation sat here and released it for a free-to-play game on PlayStation Plus, like
They did.
a few months after it came out.
They did.
Well, you talk about Mankind Divided? Oh yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that
look,
was.
it's dirt.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, that was.
All right. So for the remainder of this cast, we're going to what today has more or less become the heart and soul of Square Enix.
Big
Yeah.
facts.
Good
Oh,
old.
yeah.
We talk about good old Final Fantasy 15. Just kidding. Talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Got him.
Hold on, hey, somebody gonna get my Glock.
Hey, baby, I hit tripping. I ain't gonna get my gun.
He said, now I'm about to get real angry. So I pull out my gun. Alright.
I'll trap the closet.
So I'm not even gonna ask what the best Kingdom Hearts game is because we already know it's Kingdom Hearts 2.
Big facts.
So it's the second best one.
Final Mix.
Yeah.
The original Final Mix?
Huh? No. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Oh. Yeah, 2 and Final Mix are, I mean, they're not the same game at all, but they're in the same family.
Big
That's,
facts, yeah.
what's your
I count
favorite
them
game
as
besides?
one.
Favorite game besides 2? Because I feel like this is where we're going different.
Well,
We
my
can't-
favorite
oh.
isn't even 2, so like at all.
Okay, well, what's your favorite?
My
Probably Birth by
favorite.
Sleep.
What? No, I actually haven't played Birth by Sleep.
Oh, fraud.
Hey, I watched that ish, and I never owned a PSP. So suck
Oh
it.
nah, I didn't have a
It was on
PSP for it too.
It was on, was it on PS2?
It was on
Yeah,
PS4.
eventually. Well, yeah, PS4 eventually, but
I tried to go through all of them in order again, and I got stuck on freaking Kingdom Hearts 1 because it was so freaking boring. God, I was like, this is the most boring-ish because first of all, I hate Sora.
Steak dead.
Yeah,
Damn, bro. I wouldn't say Kingdom Hearts is boring. The first one's boring.
yeah, he turned his face into the mic.
I do that just to stop me from talking because I don't know anything about what y'all talking about. So
You don't know Kingdom
Continue.
Hearts at all?
I haven't played a single Kingdom Hearts game.
Jesus.
bro.
Tragic.
No.
Because people kept telling me to play it, and if you wanted me to do anything, you just gotta stop telling me to do it.
That's
Y'all
sad, dude.
y'all can blame Darnell for that one.
Alright, first off, you effed off letting Donnell tell you to play that mug. Like,
Just too late.
hey, Donnell, you gonna get uppercut to the upper cupboard.
He said, "Oh, bro, you gotta play Kingdom Hearts. One of my favorite game, bro. Play Kingdom Hearts." And I'm like,
Just like you keep asking about us watching an anime.
"Yep."
Sad face. But we have to move on from my homeboy Tank.
I feel like y'all got more to talk about for Kingdom Hearts. So continue talking.
I'm sad.
I'll be here.
I guess anyway. Favorite Kingdom Hearts game for me is Dream Drop Distance. And after that, it'll probably be Chain of Memories. Actually, I lied. They're both pretty close together. I'll have to say Chain of Memories. I'll go Chain of Memories.
I was about to say, I don't know why Aaron lied. He know he like Chain of Memories.
I like that and Dream Drop. You know, I like both.
Especially, man, for the Game Boy Advance though, man.
Oh, Game Boy Advance was
Facts. Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance, boy. Whew,
that PS2 was trash. What was it? PS2 or PS3? Which one was it?
Oh yeah, PS2.
Yeah, the console version was mega ass.
Big facts.
It was ass, you said?
Yeah, hated it.
Wow, that's the only version I played.
The Game Boy Advance version was more fun, a whole lot more fun to me, and it was harder.
Super
it was harder.
hard.
It was harder. That I know. Because I was told whenever they brought it to Chain of Memories, they toned it down.
Hell yeah! I had to restart that game like 3 times because I kept fucking up and trying to run through shit.
When you got to Riku's part, like you was getting folded. Like if you weren't cold at the card system, you was getting folded.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hold on. We'll get to Chain of Memories here in a second. H, go ahead and tell us what your second favorite one. Second favorite Kingdom Hearts is.
After 2, what you got? Recoded, 358
Oh, we're including
2.
that piece of shit? Oh, okay.
Facts.
Shit, we including the mobile game.
Facts. The
Union Cross?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Which is canon.
Man, it is canon. That's
Dark
crazy.
Road too.
What's that boy? Shout out to Mighty Keith. We all played as the people on the mobile game just to find out we died in the Keyblade War. That's deep.
That's deep,
but
bruh.
Man, after 2, it might end up being Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance for me too.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Birth by Sleep, I didn't have a chance to play that in its prime on a PSP. When I did play it, when I eventually got a PSP to play it, it was really fun. But it's just, I think Chain of Memories storyline for me just holds a special place because it didn't feel. It felt like it was more fleshed out and well prepared than like Recoded or 358/2. It didn't feel like it was forced to get it didn't feel like a cash grab. It felt like it really meant something like to the storyline. Birth by Sleep, you can kind of say that's still there, but it's still kind of stretching it for me. But I feel like Chain of Memories was really good in between the segue from 1 to 2.
What about you, H?
My second, my close second is Dream Drop Distance Free.
I'm not mad at it,
a.k.a.
Triple D.
The second best battle system ever in Kingdom Hearts.
Boy, ninjas hate on that battle system, bro. And that one gets flashy.
I don't know why. I think it's flashy as hell. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Facts.
It's great.
It's mad clean.
The only one better than it is Kingdom Hearts 2. To me, that's objective. Like, there's just so much you can do with just like traversing the world in Dream Drop Distance and what you can do. It's like, bro, sometimes, man, the way you string movement together, you played a fucking Spider-Man game, bro. Like,
you're not playing Marvel.
Like, you straight up can freaking dash between walls, hop over, jump on a rail, hop out that hole, and start like, bro, it's sick. Like, in every other one, I just feel like my shoes are damn near glued to the freaking ground until you get Super Glide, which is like at like what 80% into the freaking game.
Usually. But like,
So-
see, like battle system wise, is probably why I like. I think this is why me and H like Chain of Memory so much. The battle system is so lit. Like, it has to be the literal most fair battle system that you can ever have, because there is no
And
way
also
for
the
the.
most unfair.
Sometimes
It can be. Yeah, depending on who you're fighting against.
Depending on who
Yeah.
you're fighting against, because them computers will pull out a bigger card than you quick. But the fact that you
Facts.
can straight up negate the boss's best attack with a 0 card was lit. You usually say, "Oh,
Here's the thing about Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Okay, so when I was a kid, right, my very first time experience, I never I don't know why I never got it for the Game Boy Advance. Because I had a Game Boy Advance and I played freaking. Oh, bro, I played all kinds of shit on that. All kinds of games on that shit. I even had, like, at one point I had a Worm Light too, bro.
Oh, man.
Bro.
It was geeking.
Just like you played in those whenever in the car when it got dark. Oh, even though I would get motion sick, but you know, whatever. That's besides the point.
nasty."
But yeah, I don't know why I never got it for the Game Boy Advance, but I didn't. I didn't get it until it was on PS2, and I got Chain of Memories. I fucking hated it. Like the very first time I played that whole, like when I was a kid, I hated it. I could not do it, and it wasn't because of anything other than I was like, this is not Kingdom Hearts. Like, this is not Kingdom Hearts. And I didn't want to learn the card system because it reminded me too much of, like, for some reason, it reminded me too much of turn-based when I was a kid, though. But then, when I got older and I started, whenever they started doing the re-releases on the PS3, and, bro, I can't even, that reminds me, I'll mention that later. But, and I bought that because I'm gonna tell you what I did to reach Chain of Memories. Very first time, what I did, I started it up. I got a couple doors in. I straight up ejected that disc and threw the case aside. Like, I straight up was like, no, this ain't Kingdom Hearts, bro. I'm not playing this bullshit. And then I got older. I went into it. And I was like, you know what, man? I really. Like that was back whenever. Now this is when like 3 was announced, and I was like, bro, I gotta get through all these fucking games, and I'm not gonna let, because I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 2 again so bad. I was like, no, I'm gonna get through all these games before I get to Kingdom Hearts 2. I have to. And so then I was like, you know what? I know this card system seems whack. I'm just gonna sit down, look online, and learn the shit. Learn what I'm supposed to do with this card system. After that, the card system was pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The card system is. I kind of hope that they revisit it at some point in time.
Then they were going to.
Like, I know they won't. Like, they should have done it instead of this freaking melody of music bullshit.
Man,
Like,
bro, look, the sheer number of people that I've talked to when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, they're just like, the card system is so stupid, it's so cheating, it's so unfair, it's so dumb.
Bro, once you learn it, it's so OD, dog. You can straight up help. I had my card system set up to where I did triangle, 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 triangle. Oh, you pull out a big card, let me scroll 1 to the left, 0, back over, triangle, triangle, triangle.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then whenever I would run low, I'm like, and then I had it lined up to where, because you would lose the first card in the rotation. Whenever you I forgot
the slates.
Yeah, the slate. You lose the first card in the slate. So I had it so that even after I go through my entire deck, the first time, the second time I can do slates again. Like I had that whole line up. It was fire.
Because I think if you did, if you had an elixir or a high potion, you could run through your set again without it losing the first one in the set. Boy, once you start learning them potions,
the potions straight fill your stuff back up.
I think I had it to where there was like one boss where I went through my deck twice, then high potion, and got to go through it again. I was like, what? But what like really set it off was whenever like you went through your shit and then you're like, oh fuck, like. I gotta figure something out now.
Bro, when I was younger and I didn't know what I was doing, bro, it got real bad. You only had like 2 cards left, and you do ding
Yeah,
ding.
see, that's what I did. I was
It
like,
took
this
longer
game's
to
trash.
charge up. That's when I got smart. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna use all my slates immediately. I'm gonna actually use them like I'm just fighting regular Kingdom Hearts. So I just go card, take that. You know, the sword combos. Like here, take
Oh
that.
no, bro! I spam the shit out of Sonic Blade. Oh,
Sonic
I spam the
Blade's
shit out of Sonic
fire.
Blade, bro. I like, you know how I told you, like, your most used command, bro. Literally, like, my entire thing was Sonic Blade, like, straight through. Sonic Blade was the best slate in that fucking game.
The slate I used the most was Ragnarok.
Ragnarok
I'm
was
not
good
mad at
too.
that. You know the crazy thing
only
about
problem
this?
was it was a low card, so like some of the bosses would just be like, "Here's a random 9 out of fucking nowhere," and you're like, "Bruh." Like,
The crazy thing about that card system too, they also had like recovery times on your weapons and like damage output on the weapons, like C, B, A. Like if you got deflected, depending, like Aladdin was the first card you would get. Like if that mug got deflected, you can like jump back into a combo real quick. Unlike the Kingdom Key, like you get deflected, you just
You had to wipe them if you wanted to get back in the game.
Facts.
That must
yeah,
hurt.
you just straight up had to like go to your 0 and be like, "Please do something so I can get out of this stun." You got hit with a Morgana Q. That's what happened.
Facts. Stun
Big
block.
facts.
You got straight up hit with a Morgana Q.
You're not wrong, but yeah, that mug was heat. As I got older, I learned how to use them elixirs and all that stuff, had stuff set up, but I smooth ran through that second time, but that first one when I was younger, hell no, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
And Riku
I was just fucking up shit.
Riku
Oh,
was
yeah,
ultra hard. Like,
Yeah,
Facts.
then once you got to Riku's story, it was like, everything you learned in Sora's story, yeah, that shit don't work no more.
It don't work no more. You don't get to customize your deck. You actually gotta farm, because if you don't farm, your deck gonna be trash.
Man,
Yeah,
We
they
got-
said no.
we went from Chain of Memories to Reverse Rebirth. That was the real
Facts.
shit. The
Yeah,
real.
yeah, Chain of Memories was the pregame.
Facts.
You had a whole.
This is the
a
real
whole-
game right here.
Reverse Rebirth was the actual game. I
Like,
feel like
oh.
Reverse Rebirth is what they wanted the game to be, but then they're like,
Too hard.
no, we can't do that.
Too hard.
Shit, Chain of Memories is hard in itself, boy. Lord have mercy. Let
Oh, yeah,
alone.
some of the-
Fighting Marluxia at the end? That dude was
Mhm.
annoying.
Mhm, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I got lucky when I beat him the first time. I think I dropped the game for like a good month and a half before I went to him. I was like, I got a pregame.
Bro, let me tell you how long it took. Like I beat him, but it was a long try. Like I tried to play it as strategically as possible, because he started leaving less and less openings when he got low. So it got to the point where I literally could only run up, ding, run away. And then when he started doing that ish where he's like pushing you away from you, I was sparing Dumbos. Dumbo was fire for that ninja. Dumbo said,
The summoners on that game was actually, like, it was smart. It made sense, unlike the other Final Fantasy games.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, man, that mug was toe up. Give me 1 second, real quick.
Nasty. I need you talking to his SO.
But yeah, man.
That mug geeked out. But yeah, man.
I'll keep it real with you. I really didn't enjoy playing any Kingdom Hearts game where Sora was the main Protag.
Nah,
Just
you
because
said you don't like him, didn't you?
I hate Sora.
I'm not mad at that.
He is 100% boring. Like, I had no interest in him at all whatsoever.
Man, it's hard for me to say boring. I can see not likable though. He had a lot of energy.
That's about it.
You got a lot of energy, bro. You got a lot of positive energy.
What? He was a shonen character with no personality. Don't worry, guys. We'll win this with friendship. Head at.
You're not wrong. It was a lot of friendship.
Oh no, man, that dude got folded a lot. Actually,
He did.
Sora got his ass kicked. Like he had to learn some tough lessons, bro.
But
Like, and freaking this dude has spent freaking Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and then most of 3. Well, no, not most of 3, but then again at the end of 3, all searching for the same character. Like every time Kyrie has been like right there, someone was like, nope. Yaga, no, Kyrie ain't there no more. So like, I don't know. You gotta, dude's persistent. Like you gotta give props for that at least.
I call it plot.
wrong.
You call it what?
I call it plot.
I don't know, man. That nigga, he died on the first game. Technically, he
That's
died.
cool. He can stay
He came
dead.
back.
I mean, he died in the first game and the third game.
He
You
should
dead
stay
in
He
the
dead.
died in the third one.
Stay dead,
Oh,
ninja.
man.
Fudge out of
Man.
here. Let me play Riku some more. Like, man.
Yeah, Riku is the coldest in Kingdom Hearts. Like straight up.
Facts.
Where did you put
Riku
that?
is.
Huh. Come here, nigga.
Shoot. Blame.
Oh, he talking about his old stance, bro. He in it with
Boy.
I'm talking about, that's that square up.
he straight up be like, let's go.
What type of stance is that? It's like a
That's a real stance.
I know,
That
but
is a
what
real
stance?
stance.
Yeah, what stance
It's
is
called
that?
the high ward stance.
That mug mean, bro.
It's by-
Oh, yeah,
Like,
Riku got the best stance in the freaking game. I'm like, whenever Riku's like squared up, I'm like, all right, yeah, we about to do some shit.
It's
Sora's
It's
stance in the second game got heat. It's that
nasty.
Oh yeah, he straight up does hold the sword in freaking driver mode, dog. It's better, yeah, it's better than his freaking Kingdom Hearts 1. Like him and Kingdom Hearts 1 is just freaking goofy, dog.
The boy had
But
that.
like, it's okay. The reason why it's okay for him to look that goofy in Kingdom Hearts 1 is because he's not trained with the weapon, and he's
Facts.
like a kid. So it actually made sense. And then in Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 2, like he's supposed to be like battle hardened almost at this point, which is why he was like the coldest. He was like, all right, nigga, let's fucking square up.
But then here this.
You're not wrong. That boy was a different breeding too.
That boy.
Oh yeah, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, which is where he was like, nah, his stance in Kingdom Hearts 3 was alright. But Riku
I
got
thought
the
it was the
coldest stance.
same. Wasn't that? I don't remember too much.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. For some reason, I don't remember his stance in Kingdom Hearts 3 that much.
Damn. That's how you know that one was bad. Man. I straight forgot that stance.
Yeah,
one
I
was
ain't gonna
ready,
lie, I don't
baby.
remember either. It's probably because it wasn't that special. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Let's see.
you're not wrong.
Sora
Yeah, man.
Cage 3 stance.
I'm over here trying to look it up, trying to remember.
I don't see one specifically for KH3. I see him in his old school stance, like his KH1 stance.
That's
But
the,
that's about it.
that mug was tragic there.
But I'm all for KH1 Riku stance, bro. Come on, man.
He had
That
the same
high ward
one.
is
Yeah, he went
fire.
back to his Kingdom Hearts 1 stance.
In
Except,
the 3,
unless he was running. Yeah, unless he was running. If he was running, it was different. But when he was just like neutral, it was back to that whole freaking like holding it down by his freaking crotch.
oh, nice. Damn. That's toe up. I know Riku, his stance in 2 was the same, was it? Was it not? From 1?
So Riku's always had the high ward stance. He's always had that.
Okay.
That's just his stance overall.
Mm-hmm.
That ninja.
Even in Dream Drop Distance, that boy stands straight up and just like, let's go.
That's crazy for a kid too. Like, what was he like? Sora was 12. He was 14. for a kid at that age, a high schooler, to know how to fight like that, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, man, that was always his stance.
He was originally meant to be the Keyblade Master.
You're not wrong. That man, whoo-wee.
That stance is fire, bro. I chanced upon that mug by accident. I looked at it, I was like, Riku's stance, like, that mug really look clean. And then there was like a picture, they were like, this stance is real. It was a fencer stance. Like, okay.
That's what it is, a fencer stance. I knew it was something. I was like, that mug is too realistic.
The mug kind of sort of look like deflected, like it's gonna leave you open, but then they explain like you tilt it downward to get it to guard your front and stuff like that. So the stance is really flames.
Facts. But that boy, I don't know. I think I like for me, I do like Riku and KH1 maybe a little bit more, just because that dark mode when he have Ansem in him, boy, that fencer stance into the dark firers or fire, how the hell did he say that?
You talking about that dark aura combo?
Ooh,
where he just like fire.
That mug was heat. I was like, ooh.
Bro, the one, it's so funny. The one fight in that game where I was like legitimately stuck for a good while was freaking Riku.
Bro.
Like in front of the chamber. Like, bro, I know people who literally never got past that spot.
That mug is hard.
That fight is legitimately difficult. It's still one of like the hardest battles I've done, like to this day. Like, just because. I know somebody, they were like, oh yeah, I don't guard. I'm like, how can you not? You literally had to guard like that slicer move. That was the only way I dealt with it, was by guarding. Like, cause you try to roll and it just like freaking goes around.
You can cheese it. After a while I learned the cheese is glide. You can glide and then you glide to one of the
it's like a corner, right?
Yeah, it was a corner
one of the
where
control panel?
Yeah, you can just like level that mug out before he ends, and then that was the cheese to that one. But if you have to know glide, and like I don't even think you could low-key not even learn that mug, and if you did, you was kind of fucked.
You better have
especially whenever he goes in a dark Riku and then he's like going around everywhere. I'm like, yeah, because I think I didn't have, or I didn't use glide. I was just trying to roll everywhere when he was like smacking on the ground. I'm like, oh god.
You needed a godlike dodge or timing.
Facts. That mug was super hard.
Well, let me tell you what was super hard. KH1 fighting Riku for the first time on the hardest difficulty.
Oh man, bro! Are you talking about on the island?
Yeah.
Just stick fights.
Don't let him hit you with that drop kick.
Man, that drop kick was mean. Yeah, Wait, I gotta get my feet. Come on, you poking him in his ass. It's like, y'all ready for your stupid shit?
That was all your help. That was. You did get mad straight up quick, bro. Like, Riku was not playing any games on that island, bro. He was not playing any games.
That move was dumb. I was like, why on this island? Why does Riku have special moves?
And it was fast.
Riku had guard, and not just any guard.
Just
come on, watch out!
All of a sudden,
bro, he had like
he only did a drop kick when you were trying to attack him.
Facts, and like if he was about to die. If he was about to die, he would start doing it a little bit more. You couldn't tell where his HP was. What else the fuck he had? He had like high jump. Why? He had high jump because like he could high jump, and if he timed it right and you was button mashing, you could fall off the fucking thing. Button mashing. You trying to kill his dumb ass. He just high jumps on the other side. And he just
I just hops onto the trees. Just
yeah, that's.
Then come right back down.
Bro, he could high jump. He could high jump onto the tree, look at you, high jump off, and then hit you with a special move that was unblockable. Not unblockable. It was immune to any move. Like he was like a CC move he did, where he spins around and it just nullified your everything.
Just don't get hit by that drop kick.
That drop kick was killing you. Oh, death. Yeah, man, that's 15-0. Like,
boy, that daughter right there was a problem.
Man, I think when I first ever played it, besides Riku giving me problems, the hardest person to fight after him was Titus. Because I was like 10 when I first started playing, I super didn't know how to stop that shit. That nigga was, backflip, backflip, and he was like, it was like a clockwise. He would go around your body. Like I didn't have fighting sense back then, so I didn't know what the hell. He would hit, flip, one hit, flip again, flip on that. It was just like stop.
I got freed up a little bit by what the heck is his name?
Waka?
Yeah, Waka. Show me your stuff. Come with the ball. Take the.
Waka was dumb. Take this.
Don't run up trying to hit the dude. You trying to combo this dude.
Oh yeah, that's
Tatsumaki out of nowhere.
Tatsumaki's stupid. Nah, the other girl, what was her name?
I don't know. She was trash.
Unifi, or something like that.
Something like that.
She was super free upable, boy.
Oh, that boy has not been talking so long. He got moved to AFK.
He got moved to AFK.
Yeah.
Can you move him?
He can come back. Yeah, he's back. he's just chilling.
Bro, I think that. Oh, there you go.
What happened?
What's up?
I told you that nigga Tank was like not talking so much.
That mug said doo-doo.
It automatically moved me to AFK.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know why that's set up, but
so if you stop talking for
I can turn that off here.
Yep.
Like it doesn't really matter. I should turn that off. I just set
that's
it up by
crazy
default.
though. I didn't know that was a thing though. If you
Yeah.
did not talk.
Oh yeah, you can set that mug like that easily.
That's crazy. But yeah, she was super free upable.
Hell yeah. That nigga Waka though. Talking about you stupid.
That boy
That's
Waka,
fucking you stupid.
that boy Waka will free you up low key.
And he will spin multiple. It's like dealing with kids. Tatsumaki hit you multiple times. Beat. That fast. You just get smacked in the face. The beginner boss. This was some hard beginner bosses.
Man, facts. Now that you think about it, like they all, like you got the range character, you got Riku was basically a boss character that you would have to eventually fight, just in general boss characters, and then Titus, I guess you could say he was just a close range minion. Yeah, and then Waka was the long range, and then the other girl, she was just like a low tier minion that you would just have to fight, like not too hard, but just to get it in the learn how to play the game.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool that they.
Speaking back of that Riku fight that AJ was talking about a second ago, I remember fighting that ninja, and sometimes he would just be trolling you. He'd be in that stance, literally running into your body, like you weren't fast enough to get away from him. He'd just be like, bing, bing, the minute you threw a button.
You're not wrong. That mug was that boy. Then he'll run at you, and as soon as you swing, he'll do a move, but you just couldn't stop it, and it just go through your attack, and he'll hit you. That boy was trolling.
The ninja Riku was ignorant.
Big facts.
Like,
but yeah, man. That is the only thing I wish that 1 had was the final mix of 1. I didn't necessarily care about the extra moves that you got. I just really wanted the chance to fight Xehanort in 1. I wish they would have gave us that.
That's fair.
Yeah, because he was hella. You talking about trying to kill Riku? He was probably he might have been the hardest boss. No, the hardest boss in the game was that that time monster, that fucking thing off of Harry Potter. What the fuck it was? It was something. It was floating. It was on the not Harry Potter stage. It was on the Peter Pan stage.
I'm gonna say I hope I know Harry Potter stage.
Well, I mean, he looked like one of those things off of Harry Potter though. He was floating, and he had all y'all hearts in like a little ball, and like the time would go, and if it go back to 12, you would instantly lose that party member. Like no heal, no revive, no nothing. Like that nigga gone, and then it'll do the same thing until you're the last person, and you would have to stop the time. Pretty much every time, so you have to make sure you had a lot of time. I think he was probably the hardest boss, but he was an optional boss, so you didn't have to really fight him. I think he was after you beat their stages, Peter Pan and Aladdin stage. You didn't have to fight those two optional bosses, just because they were so damn hard.
What about the homie Kurt Zeiser though?
Kurt Zeiser. Wait, who was
the secret boss in Aladdin stage, named after the guy who call it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I didn't know that was his name.
Oh, that's what you're talking about? Yeah. Kurt Zeiser.
Yeah, Kurt Zeiser. Them two were probably the hardest bosses in the game, but they was optional. So you didn't really have to fuck with them. But if you did fuck with them on accident, you were getting folded.
Nasty.
What's it?
That was a nasty fold.
Fold.
So who do y'all think actually is? Actually, who's your favorite Kingdom Hearts character?
Man, this might be weird. Like, besides it, I do love Riku, but I think before I started liking him a little bit more, like when I was younger, I think my default character was always Goofy. I wish he did more in like 1, like he does in 2. But Goofy was like always my favorite character. For 1, he didn't die.
I was about to say he was alive.
Boy,
he always stayed alive.
Your setup with KH1, boy, Ted is still talking about that mug.
Facts. I played that game so many times. I had to have a setup for Donald Knight to die, bro. Like, he said, man, Ted was like, man, that setup you gave me was fine. I said, hell yeah, because Donald's not dying, bro. I don't know what they was thinking, but they just let Donald be stupid.
This AI was
Donald
trash.
just get folded, bro.
He would get folded so quickly, man. And I was just like depressed. Like, that's my healer. Like, why I gotta protect my healer? Like, where's my support?
Got him.
But yeah,
y'all already know mine is Riku. But if I can't pick Riku, I'm actually going to have to say it's almost Axel. It's almost Axel. Almost.
You know, I do fucks with Axel.
He's right there, but I can't pick him. It has to be Roxas.
Gotcha. I'm not mad.
Yeah, here's my list. Because I got to go through a list to eventually get a character that Turtle hasn't said yet. Riku, Roxas, Axel, then Ansem.
Ansem.
Nasty. Wait, which one? Ansem the Wise or Ansem the Secret
Not
Darkness?
Ansem the Wise. No, I'm talking about Ansem. What the fuck? Ansem the Wise? Shut your dumb ass.
You talking about Zemnis or his action?
No. I'm talking about KH1 Ansem. That dude is still the cleanest KH villain. Still, that dude was clean.
That nigga was clean. He had a button up, but his chest was open. He had the symbol in his, and it was like floating.
Oh, this is
any villain with their arms folded got to be serious.
Oh yeah, that boy was. He didn't just have the arms folded. He was leaning back with it too. Submit.
Shadow attacking for him.
And then like he wouldn't even attack. You just be like, go get him, nigga.
Hey, get him.
Go get him.
Somebody jutsu, no hands.
Facts. But,
I can do.
I'm not
I
mad
can
at
smack
that one.
your ass with no hands. With no hands. Bro, he went one step past Goku. Goku said all I need was one finger. This nigga said, I'm not even gonna uncross my arms. Go get that nigga.
Hold him.
Facts.
Fold him like I just folded my arms.
Got him.
You're not wrong. But yeah.
Nah, Ansem's clean. I mean, Xehanort, I like Xehanort. I mean, of course, because he's the mastermind behind the whole thing, right? But I don't know, man. The reason why I like Xehanort the most, and it's going to be, not Xehanort the most, I like Ansem the most. But the reason why I like Xehanort, it's going to feel real weird. He got that freaking old man about to whoop your ass stance. You know what I'm talking about? When old people got the hands behind their back, and they just
he was lean.
And they would lean over. Like, he got the straight up.
Shout out to that boss fight in that end game. Ooh, that hoe was low key fire. I like the end game, like that area. I forgot what the name of it was. I think it was called
it's called
the last part was called The World That Never was it? No, that's 2.
World That
was
Never
the
Was
third
is
one?
2. It's
Yeah, what was
called
the third one? Keyblade Graveyard. Yes, that was the last part. But you go into another one.
Yeah, it was called Scala at Kaya.
Ooh, Salah at night.
What?
Scala at Kaya. See, he said I was karma out here. Hold on.
That bug was fire,
it's called
bro.
Scala at Kaya.
Scala at Kaya.
Scala at Kaya. The only reason I remember is because it has Kaya at the end, just like Noctis Lucius Kaya. Noctis Lucius Kaya.
Noctis Lucius Kaya. Hey, Noctis Lucius. Hey, Noctis Lucius. Look. Got her.
That fight was fire. I actually enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, with the world freaking turning and shit. I'm like, man, bro, I just want to stand on the ground, bro. He over here freaking warping and shit. I'm like, bro, can I just stand on the ground?
Did you watch me do that fight at Quub's apartment? Yup, that dude like folded me a couple of times.
That fight was not easy, dog. That fight was not easy.
Oh man.
I mean, and not easy in relative to the rest of the game. The rest of the game was easy as shit, bro. Like,
tragic. Real tragic.
Yeah, man. Kingdom Hearts 3. I waited 15 years for that shit.
Man,
15 long years for them to try to tell me the ending of the game rehashed.
Not
facts.
Nah, it was not worth it.
But yeah, fighting Xemnas at the end was real fire. I fucks with it.
Yeah, fighting Xemnas at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 was I just didn't like how random it felt. Like it was. That's why I didn't like about his fight. I didn't like how random it felt because sometimes you be pressing triangle to do that reaction command and you just get hit anyway. And I'm like, bro, like I'm over here mashing on this button, dog. Like whenever he would start doing the lightning BS and you're trying to flip through it like up to get to him, like sometimes I would just die through that junk and I'm like, bro, this is real annoying.
Yeah, when you and Riku got to fight Xemnas, that bug was. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts 2, man. Boy, let's go hop on to that one because Kingdom Hearts 1 got its shine. You know, it did its thing, but Kingdom Hearts 2, man, where can I start, man? Ooh.
You can start right where Valor formed. That's where you need to start.
Man,
you start one of the coldest forms in that game.
Ooh, first off, the drives was heat.
I don't know why they haven't revisited them, bro. I don't know why they haven't went back to drives.
Drives was the selling point of that game. You actually start using dual blading keyblades. That hoe was fire. Shout out to the beginning story of Roxas, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a real nigga, bro. Although he came back in 3.
Double Keyblade Roxas.
Double Keyblade Roxas versus Axel? Boy, that boy was... he said 2.
He said it was even more lit.
It was even more lit whenever he pulled him out. Whenever Roxas pulled him out against Riku, he's like, "There's 2." Riku had to use this boy Riku. Like Roxas is so cold that Riku had to freaking go all out to the point that he got a whole different body. Like
facts.
This boy turned into Ansem. Because that's how much power he needed to beat Roxas. Like, that don't tell you how cold that nigga is. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
He was just as threatening in the way they made it look in 358/2. At the very end, when he picked up his Keyblade and Shion's Keyblade, like the little bit you got to play as double Keyblade Roxas, I was like, where are these combos? This dude is literally Yoda.
That boy, hands down, might be giving Mickey them hands, cause
he's the only one.
In fact,
Yeah, he's the
only one that's giving that boy Mickey a hard time.
Roxas was coming through like Mike, bro. Get off of me.
Max. That boy was something serious with them hugs. That's crazy. But that boy, but 2-man, let's start Valor Form. The reaction commands was really fire. I like that implement, and it made sense. What else do you have? The duo attacks, like the little, what was that called? The team ups everybody had.
Oh yeah, like the I don't know what they called them, but I know what you're talking about.
But they did it.
It's like link up commands or something.
Link up commands, yeah, because they did it in 3, which I liked it in 3 too. But 2, man, them mugs was fire. The one with Beast and Sora, get out.
Nasty.
And then him and Riku, the best one was him and Riku, hands down. Him and Riku,
the final moment them two had.
Max, like,
I think.
Oh yeah, whenever they're both like freaking dealing with all the bullets coming in.
Bro, the two set up a perfect ending, bro. If we didn't get a 3, I wouldn't have cared, in all honesty. Cause 2 set up for a perfect ending. Like, that mug didn't need a 3, in all honesty. Like, F3 and all that mug never could have came out. 2 was just, man, the fact that you can revisit the worlds too, another bonus, bro. Like, it's just a lot of stuff in that mug, bro. That was just really good. Storyline was super fire. The fact you can play as Mickey, never give up.
The fact
Nigga,
that
what?
Mickey was allowed to carry your ass.
Facts. I was like, the first time that ever happened to me, I was going against an organization member, specifically the one with the spears. That nigga was beating my ass.
Shoot, what is his name?
With the spears?
Yeah, he had 7 spears and it was floating, and he used the magic called Aurora, the one that was defensive with the spears, and I was like, bro, I can't fight this dude. And that whole popped up. It says, never give up. Or it said something else. I said, nigga, I'm still trying to fight. Fuck the bullshit. That nigga Mickey said, sorry, I'll help. I said,
oh, Zolden. That nigga.
Zolden, man. That nigga got whacked.
I started screaming. Oh, bro, I damn near died, bro. I didn't know. When I replayed 2, I died so many times just to see how many times Mickey could just come save your ass.
You was on like a timer or something. Like, you couldn't use him within a certain like after you got rezzed, you couldn't use him again for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm. So like it was that type of timer, and he also had story timer too. So like, depending on the storyline, Mickey was low-key actually stalking your ass. In all honesty, like, he was actually following you the whole time in certain scenarios. So like, you'll get either Hoodie Mickey, like Hoodie Mellow, Hoodie Mickey with the black. You get Yoda Mickey. X, and then you either get that Mickey or you get the Mickey when he took off the robe. And now
I never knew you could get hooded Mickey.
Yep,
because I think the only time that he saved me was when it was like he didn't have the robe.
I think it was near the beginning of the game. Like, you didn't really know he was with you until after a certain point. And that's when he took the robe off, but he needed to stay like secret. Because I remember I died. I was messing around doing something and I died by accident. I was like, oh dang, I effed up. And then I got Mickey with the organization hood on, and he started flexing. But boy, I'm Yoda for real now.
Facts, yeah. He
Like-
could. It was before Radiant Garden. It was a couple of times before that, and then it was a little bit after that. He couldn't save you on Lion King. He didn't follow you there for sure. Well, no, he saved me there too. I lied. I got saved there too. That nigga Mickey was following you a lot in that game. In all honesty,
Facts.
that nigga was for real, like following your ass. But yeah.
Sometimes the strat was to die on purpose and just use Mickey.
Facts. Fold the nigga, let Mickey die, or bring you back, and then you finish the rest.
Oh, he can only appear in certain fights. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. There's only certain fights.
But yeah, you.
And then
Sometimes
he had a
you.
chance afterwards. Oh, okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, when he popped up, that mug blew my mind, bro. I started screaming and everything, bro. I was like, Mickey! I said, oh man, 2 to go.
Facts.
Two to
Shoot
go.
somebody other than Sora, bet.
Facts. That little bit of time you can play with Riku, man, I wish it was longer. But hey, it was still some.
That
You could
boy.
play with somebody else too. Besides Mickey. Well, oh, was it just Mickey and Riku? Yeah, it was just Mickey and Riku. It was just those two.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, that mug was fire, man. It just had so much. The fact you can go help Jack Sparrow out, and the faces, like the human faces versus like animated faces, that was crazy. Just putting those worlds together, making
Yeah,
it
man.
look real good.
The magnum opus of Kingdom Hearts.
That mug was fire.
I don't think anybody would disagree with 2 being the best one.
So if you do, you're a madman. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
You're not wrong. I can't.
It just had the best battle system, like straight up. Like it had literally and what do you do most of the time during that game? You fight, and so how can a game that has the best fights not be the best version?
Man, you talking about epic fights too. You talking about the Reef going back and fighting Sephiroth, but with a better fighting style, bro. That was so much easier. Well, it wasn't because it's Sephiroth. That nigga dumb strong.
Facts.
But it was still challenging as fuck, but it felt better because he was actually on par of fighting him versus the first time you fight him on the first game, and like, nigga, I'm out of my league. This nigga is hitting me twice and I'm dying unless I had second chance,
Mm-hmm.
which that time it'd be 3 shot.
Right? Yeah. He hits you quick till you go. And that was it. Oh,
That dude was swinging quick with the just buck up. Oh, you doing this combo? Psh.
Facts, bro. They was bullshitting when they put him in that first game. I really got
for
mad.
sure.
He was straight
like,
up the meme. Nothing personal, kid. Psh.
I was like, nah, I'm beating this. What was he, platinum? It was gold.
I think he was platinum, or was he?
Because it was gold. You had the Hercules, Pegasus, Hades, gold, and platinum. Yeah, because gold was the ice monster, which was pretty fun to play against. That nigga was low-key kind of hard. And then him was the platinum one. Because in Final Mix, you're supposed to get 2 Keyblades. Was Diamond Dust from the dude, from the ice dude, and then you're supposed to get Winged Angel from Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Yeah, one Winged Angel, yeah. But you see it in Chain of Memories, and I was like, what type of fucking blade is this? I said, I didn't see this in the first game.
Wasn't that Riku's default Keyblade in Chain of Memories?
Was One Winged Angel?
It was something like that, but his was different. His was like Falling something. Fallen Shadow, Fallen Angel, or something like that.
It is called The Way to the Dawn. That is Riku's original Keyblade.
Let me see what it looks like.
The Way to the Dawn.
Images. Yep, that's
Looks like
exactly the one I'm thinking of.
It looks like a Dark Fin type deal.
That's exactly. Yeah, because his actual true Keyblade is Oathkeeper. Like that's what it's supposed. I think that's what it's actually supposed to be.
Nasty. I never knew that.
It's either Oathkeeper or the opposite of that.
Oh, Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm
I can see him with
pretty
Oblivion.
sure it's Oblivion.
Okay,
I think.
gotcha.
Well, AJ's
Yeah,
fact
because-
checking.
I think it is because you get
What are we
Oblivion
talking
after
about?
you beat him.
What
Riku's true
Riku's
Keyblade.
true Keyblade is. Because it's the way to the dawn while he's like dark. And then it's supposed to turn into Oblivion. Or it's supposed to be Oblivion is his original Keyblade, I think.
Because I think Oath
Oh, is it
Keeper.
It's called his new Keyblade. The one he gets in Cage 3 is called Braveheart. That's because he was originally actually supposed to
Get
be
the Kingdom Key.
Key.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he had the way to the dawn, and then in Kingdom Hearts 3 he gets Braveheart.
Mhm.
Which that might look like a freaking chainsaw. Low key.
Facts.
It looked like a Mercedes key. That's what it looks like to me.
That too.
It straight up looks like a Mercedes key. Like
You're not wrong.
go stick that hoe in ignition right now.
Facts.
That boy Riku said, "This the remix to Ignition. High impress out the kitchen.
Facts.
Oh, they rolling nobody gonna be mad at you with you." Okay, all right, I'll stop. But
Can we talk about how the quote-unquote X-Blade was just called the Keyblade?
yeah, super dumb name. Yeah, it was dumb. I guess it was supposed to be like, oh, this is the original and ultimate Keyblade, but it was like they would just go the Keyblade. I'm like, yeah, so I got one of those, nigga. Like,
Facts. I kept getting confused too. I was
Yeah.
like, that was dumb that they did that.
yeah, luckily I had subtitles on, so I would actually see whenever they said whenever
the
he
key,
put the
yeah.
Keyblade. It was the two X, the X. I was like, y'all couldn't come up with another. Y'all couldn't be any more original. Like,
I think if they would just call it the X-Blade, I probably would have been more satisfied than them
Facts.
just saying the Keyblade. I'm like, no.
Omega Facts.
It
All
don't
right.
make
but
sense.
So for this last little bit, let's see if we can't get Tank back in here.
that's what I was just about to say. I was about to be like, all right, I'm gonna go to a game that this man Tank is actually playing.
Since we've been hearing a bunch about it, let's actually talk about the Marvel Avengers game.
What'd you say? What's
him.
going on?
There we go. He's walking. He's awakened. He's awoken.
All right, what's y'all's
Tank, start us
impressions
off, bro.
of the?
Tank, start us off.
About the Marvel Avenger game?
Yeah.
Why I gotta start us off with it?
'Cause
What?
you ain't
Because
done
we've been
nothing yet.
talking for like a freaking hour. You were silent for so long. You got kicked to
Bro.
AFK, my guy.
I talk the most in these things, man. I'm
You
give
do.
y'all a chance.
This is the first, like, this is probably the least.
It's probably the least
Like,
I've talked.
talkative. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I do that. I cut them off.
Oh man.
I don't know. I've
Go
had
ahead.
my fair share of them too, especially that first one. Whenever
That
we got
first
to
one.
accessibility,
He
I talked the whole lot.
He-
I can't let y'all have.
He brought the paper from Kinko's, fam.
Yeah, we talked about. He went off for about at least an hour talking about Street Fighter.
Accessibility
Bro,
ish.
yeah, bro. I was gonna say some of these I'd be going off. You just gotta get the right subject. Yeah, Tank, start us off, man. What you think about that new Marvel Avengers?
Looks pretty shitty.
Dang.
Can't really. You know, it looks like a nicer Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
I feel
You know, I hear good things. Despite the fact that game looks like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but better graphics. You know, it slightly, yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks pretty shitty. Ain't gonna lie, it looks like a really generic story that honestly you can go watch a movie, one of the MCU movies, to get your feel of.
nice, dude.
The gameplay looks pretty. Mash this button and do everything. That's what it looks like.
Mhm.
People let the whole PS4 controller too.
The characters don't even look I mean, Iron Man looks fun to play. Thor looks broken. Hulk looks broken. I don't know why Captain America has a stomach, but they gave him a belly.
Did they really?
Yeah, his armor gave him a stomach, bro. He got a stomach in his armor. He got a beer gut.
A beer gun?
Yeah, a beer gut.
What y'all think about the fact that Spider-Man is exclusive to PS4?
Oh yeah, because PS4 is the ultimate platform. It's really the PC.
Yeah, it's really PC. It's as much as I'm a PS4 fan, and I've had PS4 my entire life. Yeah, PC dog. Like 60 frames per second was a big deal for PS4 and Xbox. I'm like, bro, PC been rocking like 120 frames. Like they've been living
I
past.
drop under. Bro, thing is, man, on PC, I drop under 200. I'm like, where the hell my frames go?
Yeah. He said, man, it's kind of, you hit 90 frames, it's kind of skipping. I don't know what's going on.
I'll never forget the one time League dipped. It was a couple days ago. League dipped under what's it called? It dipped under 100 frames for me. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is unplayable.
It's unplayable, bro.
Oh
I've been spoiled, bro. I'm like, the fuck? Like, my league is skipping, bro. Where are my frames? Go back to Avengers. I don't know. I think it looks. See, I'm gonna have to, because Max has already played it. I got another friend of mine who's played it. I'm gonna watch his stream. I think it could actually. I think it could be very interesting because it's gonna be like the Marvel version of freaking what was that Justice League or that. Not just League with that DC. It's like DC Universe or something
Universe
like that.
Online.
DC Universe Online.
Yeah, I think it could be like a better version of that because this is supposed to be like a looter game. Like
it's a looter game.
Yeah, this is Avengers is supposed to be like a
so it's like
game,
Destiny,
kind of.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing behind it. Like you're playing through these missions and all this stuff, and you're supposed to be getting loot for it. It's not as loot heavy as Destiny because they don't want you having to be like grinding again. But it is supposed to be like looty. I don't know how, but that's how it's supposed to be.
That
sounds like
I'm 100% with you. That sounds dumb as fuck.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know much about the game. All I've seen is like the short trailer that we got, the short gameplay trailer that we got, and like
I think the trailers have been bad. Like especially if you watch the first one, then I wouldn't judge it by the first one at all. The first trailer was absolute garbage.
They released a whole like gameplay stream about it, I think, or not stream. It's like an hour or something gameplay where it's like showing you like, oh, you can do this and this and this. I'm like, oh, cool. That's great. Yeah,
I'm about to see that one. Yeah.
It doesn't.
I just hope they fix the flight mechanics. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the way that Thor flies around and like it actually comes back to the ground is pretty dumb.
Is
like
it open world?
They like all the characters. Well, I know at least it's not open world. It's mission based. Like you do what's it called? You do go on missions and stuff and load in that way. But once you get to them, some of the maps are pretty expansive. So
okay, so it sounds like
so it's
a smaller. Yeah.
Relax.
So that's what I'm hearing.
It sounds like it's a smaller Destiny, which isn't good.
Facts. It's set
like if it's anything like Destiny, then the only thing that made Destiny good was the fact that it had such a crazy like different types of guns and cosmetics you can put on your character and the gear and stuff. That was pretty cool. But like if the gear I've seen that you put on characters, I don't know why the fuck Why the fuck would you have OG Thor? Like, why the fuck?
Yeah, nobody really cares too much about the gear that you put on Marvel characters. Like you said, Destiny, you got different guns, you got different
All the
armor.
different stuff.
Yeah, that too. You got different abilities, classes, supers, grenades, all that type of ish.
And the worlds are so much better, and it seems so much. I don't know how Marvel's gonna look, but the worlds in Destiny are so huge, and you got a lot. Each mission goes to a different part of like the entire freaking planet. Like it's
basically
pretty crazy. Yeah,
it's basically open world until you have to actually do a mission. Then it'll take you into that part of the world where this mission is there.
Now that's how I think they're gonna do Marvel, because they said that there is like a hub world.
Exactly like that. That's exactly how it is. There's gonna be it's gonna be like Destiny, where there's like a hub world type deal, and then you're gonna be able to go on your missions, and just like Destiny, you go and hop in the freaking helicarrier and go to the section that you're supposed to be in.
Now, do you know if this game is online? Like, can you play with your friends and stuff like that?
It's gotta be.
I'm pretty
freaking better be.
I'm almost positive. Hold on, I gotta.
Better be.
If it's just like that, it's gotta be. Like, there's no reason for it not to be. That'd be a straight up detriment to the game's health.
You're not lying.
I mean, I can tell you right now, if I ain't got Psylocke, the game is auto garbage.
Yeah, it's 4-player co-op.
4-player online co-op.
There's going to be
online or 4-player co-op.
I think it's online. I don't think it's couch co-op type deal. I don't think it's like freaking.
Oh, that'd be crazy. The angle that you gotta see.
I hope it is, man. Honestly, right now, I don't know enough about the game to be like, I'm not gonna buy it or I am gonna buy it. But from what I've seen, I'm like, that mug. I'm gonna wait till it hits about $20, then I'll buy it.
Is it on PC?
It should be on PC.
I'm pretty sure it's on PC, or else they wouldn't say it's.
If it's on PC,
it's on all of them.
PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Google Stadia, Microsoft Windows. Yeah,
Google Stadium. The fuck?
Good question.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that? What the fudge is that over there?
I hope it's good. I hope Marvel Avengers is good.
My only problem, I got a real. I ain't gonna lie. I got a real big problem with how the characters look.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the only cool looking person is Iron Man to me.
Like, but Thor looks super freaking generic.
I don't like
Black Widow looks ugly. Camilla Khan looks
Camilla Khan, who's that?
That's Miss Marvel. Stretchy arm.
Oh,
yeah.
Black Widow. And people were like, oh, like. Because that's been like a common thing, right? They're like, oh, you're just saying that because they don't look like the MCU. I'm like, no, I'm saying that because the models look ugly. Like,
yeah, they do. It's not like they for real do. The Hulk,
they just look rough. Oh, the Hulk looks the worst.
Hulk looks like a beefy mess.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's like different colors too. He's like got like purple thrown in and like browns.
His freaking character runs.
Hey,
runs like this.
Dance, hold up. Yeah,
his character runs like this.
Oh, we hit that in the club, H. That's what's up. Hold up.
And you gotta remember that whenever, because there's like footage of all the characters traveling like fast, right? Freaking. I'm surprised they added Spider-Man because it looks like Camilla Khan, and I keep calling her Camilla Khan. I don't know why I'm not calling her Miss Marvel, whatever. I keep calling her Camilla Khan.
Whatever.
Camilla Khan and Black Widow, both of them, when they're like traveling like fast or whatever, they're freaking they're like basically web slinging. So I'm like, it's real weird that Spider-Man's is in there, but they web sling, but like their animations aren't finished on like the end. So I'm like waiting for like the flip that like Spider-Man would do, but they don't do that. They just like. And then they just ascend.
That sounds like Spider-Man 1, the movie game. Just
That was
no
straight up what it
flips,
was.
no
Facts.
nothing. You,
That's straight up
bro,
what it
they
was.
straight up like reach and like Miss Marvel's actually grabbing like light posts with her hands and using those as like kind of web slinging type deal. She just like goes, it swings, and then just like there's no flip or anything. She just jumps. Looks like almost like does a T-pose type deal.
Man,
So
I
I'm
need that
guessing
Spider-Man one swing.
They're
too.
leaving the flips and all that, the acrobatics for Spider-Man. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta add some kind of flair to that.
I need them Spider-Man 1 movie game web swings. I need to be web slinging to clouds, man.
see, but like,
Bro, hold on, don't talk mess about the PlayStation Spider-Man, bro. That mug, even though you could be on top of the skyscraper, nothing clouds above you still going.
see,
I
it's
mean,
just
that mug was still clean though.
I think the fact that I don't know, man. We got a bad reputation of making bad superhero games. Like we've only got a handful of good superhero games, and this I don't know, bro. This game is looking like a real whatever. I mean, it looked great, but it don't look like there's a lot to do.
Like a mean wash.
Like you said they have a gear system like Destiny, but it's like the best thing about Destiny is that there's a expansive community that you can like fool around with. There's raids you can do, special missions that get you like this over the top ridiculous stuff that all does different things. Like, but this is just looking like go here, do a mission, get gear, go here, do another mission, get gear, go here, do another mission, get gear. Over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Doing the same 2-3 combos over and over again. And it just...
Well, I mean, in Destiny, you just click the head for head.
True. You click the head for that better gear to go click another head for even better gear. And then you go to the raid. And then you get to show off that you did the raid for better gear because you clicked the head.
But like, the stuff, if it's anything like I think it's going to be, kind of like the Alliance games, then it's gonna get boring really fast.
Yeah.
Like really, really fast.
That's what I don't want, man.
Like obviously shooters are shooters, and you really don't do much but shoot. But the difference is in at least using a gun and seeing somebody explode a different way, or using different gear, and even just having different people in a group makes all the difference. But I feel like, especially in an Avengers game, most people are going to just play whoever's the most OP.
Yeah.
True. And
I mean, they could play whoever their favorite character is. I mean, but the bad part about it is,
the also thing is, how is this going to play into when they actually group up to do these types of missions or whatever you're going on? Because in Destiny, you get put in situations where you need to have a Titan. You gotta have a warlock. You gotta have a hunter. Like you have to have these things, or you need to have a Titan put up a bubble, right? You have to, or you're really just gonna get one shot. Like,
I don't know, man.
Well, we need Thor.
People said that you didn't need warlocks. I got clowned for being warlock. I could throw my Nova Bomb at a boss and it freaking tickle him. So,
see, that's Destiny 1. Destiny 2, a warlock is almost needed, like 100% needed. Like you're gonna need that buff when you're sitting in a thing to like shoot a part. Like there's you need a warlock to make things go faster, else you're not gonna get through it.
Yeah, D1 there was you weren't supposed to be playing warlock unless you had self-res, because that was literally the only reason to use it, and that was because you could cheese a whole raid with it.
You could.
But yeah,
I hope it's good.
And then the next question behind that is, how many characters are you gonna have?
It looks like there's only like 5.
Are you gonna?
Okay, so right now there are other characters coming. Right now, there's your original. You have Cap, you have Black Widow, you have
Thor.
Hold on. Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow,
Marvel.
and Kamala Khan. That's Miss Marvel.
And then Spider-Man.
And now Spider-Man and Hawkeye. Hawkeye is going to be, because they're coming out with more characters down the line. So Spider-Man,
Okay.
and then Hawkeye is coming, and there are other characters that are coming. So this game is supposed to be like a, dear Lord, dare I say it, freaking game by service. Now, me and Turtle, a Tank U2, already have problems with the game as a service, a.k.a. Dan Hibiki. And Street Fighter 5. Oh, y'all like that? Y'all like that segue?
It's like everything about it, bro.
Get him out. Get him out. I don't want him.
Like the game was already in a real
Dan Hibiki
state.
What's his face? Get him out.
No.
Ugly,
That was a freaking waste,
Trash. And
bro.
he's the first character in the thing. Trash.
First, I have no problem with Dan being in Street Fighter 5.
I do.
No problem. I
Trash.
don't care. I don't care if he's in Street Fighter 5. But you have these other characters, and you choose that first. You choose Dan, the joke gag character, to be first. The game's already like here, right? Like one tip this way, nobody's playing it ever again. One tip this way, everybody's playing it. Like, and they freaking, bro.
Yeah, man,
like,
people love Dan, bro. People
Dan.
love Dan.
Listen, people loved Dan when there was an expansive cast that they could choose from. That's when they were like, oh, well, Dan might be fun to pick up and play. Maybe I should play some Dan. When they've had their mains, they go to Dan after that. And they're like, okay, well, maybe I can make Dan work. Shoot, he's a gag character, but I'm going to make him work. But dog, look at the cast.
Super F that dude.
You have so many characters to put in the game.
Boy.
And you choose Dan?
And Akira. Now, Akira is not a bad choice, but there's better characters.
Huh, Dan
Yeah,
also made
I-
Marvel vs. Capcom too. That's funny.
Man,
I
we
forgot about
are getting off topic.
It's
Back-
your fault.
It is my fault, but I meant it as a gag, and for us to immediately get back to where we're supposed to. We're talking about Street Fighter
You done
5
fudged up.
some other time. Back to Marvel's Avengers.
Trash until proven good.
Facts.
Damn, bro.
Same. I
Listen,
might not
these
even.
niggas said guilty until proven innocent. God
I
damn.
might
Yeah,
not
basically.
That's a
I
good.
might
That's
not
a
even
good
get
way
that
though.
mug.
If our expectations are already low, and then it comes out and it becomes really, really good, then we're gonna be
Right.
that much more excited.
And you can blame freaking other trash games that we thought were good. It's their fault.
Facts.
They got all these great trailers and stuff. Whoa, this game looks so great, and amazing. Then it come out and it's dookie. Like
Talking about
that's why I don't pre-order nothing no more. I watch the gameplay for about maybe a few hours,
Pre-orders.
and then I'm
the
like,
sin,
okay, man.
the sin of GameStop. Hey, you want to pre-order something, bro? That's why I stopped buying from
Nah,
GameStop
bro.
in the first
you
place.
want to
No.
pre-order something? And you can pre-order.
I
this
can't
ass
even.
whooping.
I can't even buy a game without them saying, "Hey, you want to look at this? Order
Look at the
something?
pre-order
You wanna-
Madden 2028.
Hey, listen, brother. You can pre-order these hands. Free 99.
Shoot, you can get these right now. What's up?
Right? They just released. Hold on.
Thanks.
Just released, right? First off the shelf,
And for
bro.
no extra charge, you can get my foot.
Oh my God!
Oh,
wait a
man.
second.
Not the fun.
That sucks, man.
Alright, so we got taken here. We good now. We had 2 hours and 18 minutes. And we were
Sounds
like
about right.
about an hour without Tank.
Was it really an hour?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
kind of went in on
it was
Cage.
quite a while. Quite a while, my guy.
And we didn't even trash talk 3.
We didn't trash talk 3. I was looking
I
forward
bet
to it.
3's trash. Next.
Oh. Tragic.
But I wanted to go into detail about why it was trash. It's all Cheeto. We gotta
Do
get
you
out
want
of
to? You could.
here. Nah, bro, we gotta get out of here. It was already
Man,
120.
yeah,
It is 120. Actually, it's about to be 130. Holy crap. Alright,
Like 130.
closing
Go ahead, get out of
remarks.
here. Don't waste your money on Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. Just watch it. Marvel Avengers is trash until proven good, or at least decent. And play Final Fantasy VII Remake. That whole fire. Or if you don't want to do that, selfish plug, you can watch me play it at twitch.tv/Shadowfallz_TW. Had to get my plug in there. I didn't get it earlier. Had to get my plug in there. Man.
Also, follow this guy on Twitch.
Follow Mewtwo on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mewtwo.
And if you don't,
that might
you'll wake up
actually
to
be
this.
somebody.
You go open your eyes, you go see this
plug.
dude in your face like, give me yo.
You know what? If I was to wake up and saw Mewtwo in my face, I had so many questions. I'd have so many questions. Like, how do you float? Do you have like a kangaroo tail? And you just push yourself up that fast? Or
Nah, bro. You know how J. Cole got that song called "Motivate"? Then nigga go levitate.
I hate everything.
Get money.
other thing, like, if you're here, where's Mew? Also, if you're also here and Mew is probably here, where am I?
Dead, bitch.
Also, I loved you in your movie. Okay.
Oh no, he's
Say
not
that.
starting
Fuck
with
the
that.
humans, right? Haha. I've been on the Pokemon side since day one. Hey, give me a hug. Come here. Give me a hug. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in.
Everything.
Nice.
All
Bring it
right.
in.
All right, people. Later.